If you're going to be in Maui in December, January, February, maybe March, I would highly encourage that you book yourself a whale watch. The whales are amazing animals. They're ginormous, probably one of the biggest animals you'll ever see in your life. And they can pull their bodies completely out of the water, and it's just epic when you see them do what it's called a breach. If you want to go on a whale watch, there's a bunch of different whale watch boats. You can go on a small raft where it's like a really fast boat that they'll run out, and a little bit more bumpy, a little bit rougher ride. If you've got a bad back, probably shouldn't do that. There's Pacific Whale Foundation that's been around for a long time. They have naturalists on the boat. They talk all about the whales, and they usually will be able to find whales. There's guaranteed sightings because there's just that many during whale season. You can also go on the Trilogy, which is a catamaran, which I really love. It's a great boat. They have boat trips where you can go on a boat trip and just see whales by accident. That Trilogy does that. You can also go on a snorkel trip over to Molokini, and you'll see whales on that when whales are here. So you can combine it, do a couple different things on that boat trip. Now, if you say, I don't want to go on a boat, I get seasick, that's okay. You can go, and there's plenty of places, lookouts, just being at the beach, and you'll be able to see whales as well. One of the really popular ones is the lookout right by McGregor Point, where the lighthouse is, going from Maui over to Lahaina. There's a really pretty lookout, and you can see great expanse, and there's parking area that you can go right there as well. Now, let's go back to the boat, trying to talk you into going on the boat, even if you get seasick. So here's a couple secrets. You want to go early in the morning. The wind picks up midday in Maui, pretty traditionally. So if you want to go on a whale watch, I would recommend that you hit that 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning whale watch. You're back by 11 or 12. That's going to be a better experience. Also, one of the cool things on the boats that they'll do is they have a hydrophone, and they drop it into the water, and you can hear the whales sing. And every year the whales have a different song, and the song is the same. So it's really crazy. If that's intriguing, there's tons of research that they've done, but it's amazing. Now, if you're in Maui and you're out on the beach and you're out in the ocean, if you put your head under the water, every once in a while you can even hear the whale songs when you're on the shore. So some cool things about the whales. I just really love watching the whales. You know, I've been here for 22 years. When I see a whale, it still makes me scream and holler with excitement. It's just an unbelievable part of nature. And they come to Maui to have babies. So there's about 10,000 to 11,000 whales that come to Maui every winter. And they come here to birth and then to make new babies. So there's a lot of males that fight to try to hook up with the females, and then there's other males when the females are coming down having babies that protect them, and there's all this activity because of all of that, and it's right out in the Maui Bay. They call it the basin between Kaho'olawe, Lanai, and then the West Maui and South Maui. There's this big area where the whales just come and hang out, and it is spectacular. And I would tell you, definitely get out on a boat and check it out. The whales come down from, well, let me show you. I got my globe right here. The whales come way up from Alaska, and they travel all the way through the ocean to Hawaii, right here. They do that jaunt every year in the late fall, early winter, and then they head back up in March and April. And when they get back up to Alaska, that's where they do all their feeding. They don't eat anything here when they're on the island. They eat very tiny little fish called krill, and they do that up in Alaska. So you might have seen an Alaska whale watch where they show them feeding, and it's pretty epic to see that too. Please, if you have questions about whale watching, if you want some tips on who to go with, where you're gonna go, just let me know. I'd be happy to point you in the right direction. If you're staying on the west side of the island, you go out of Lahaina Harbor. If you're staying on the south side of the island, you can either go out of the Kihei boat ramp with a small boat, or you can go out of Maui on a large boat. So hope that helps. Be sure to get out and watch the whales. They are truly amazing beasts.